Hey guys, this is an NPC live stream, guys. Welcome to this live stream. Bro. Rome, NT is doing a wheelie. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're here once again on Monday night with lots of guests. We're live on the Purple channel, and now we're going to react to what you just saw. It's a pretty important topic, pretty sensitive, something you need to handle with care. I don't know, because it's a rather delicate subject. Let me explain to you a bit first what happened so you can understand how things went. We were taking Manuele home because we were going to spend Saturday night together. The day had just ended. And Nigri, as you saw, it was the day I picked up Tenere. If you missed the video, I'll leave the link above. Anyway, we took Manuele home, and Manuele got this call from a friend who, in short, was asking for help. Because they found this woman at the beach on a dark, deserted road all alone. This lady, because she's actually a lady, an adult. They found this woman around 40 years old in a completely abandoned place. She was screaming, being chased by this person, and she was asking them for help, saying, guys, take me to a bar. She was asking for help. Now let's watch the clip. Guys, I really think violence against women is unacceptable. Let's watch the clip and comment on it together. Step by step. But what happened? I mean, guys, this lawyer is beating his wife. She asked everyone for help. Alright, guys, they explained the situation to us. I mean, he grabbed her by the neck, pulled her by the hair. It's something that's really unacceptable, so we got a bit defensive. Also, because he kept insisting with his wife. His wife was asking him to leave, but he just stayed there wanting to. And in short, the wife had asked us to wait there with her because her brother was coming. The lady's brother. You who experienced it, maybe the first scene, the initial terror, she asked you about the car ride and what happened.
At first we were caught off guard because when I went to pick up my friend at the beach, hearing those sudden screams, of course it throws you off for a moment. Then from a distance we saw this lady who, in quotes, wasn't running but was walking briskly. He was coming up from behind her, pulling her hair to stop her, slapping her. We didn't care about whether that situation was right or wrong. We immediately got involved.
No, you did the right thing. They called us an Emanuela. You can do a little. He has really big arms, so the man was really big, really big. That's exactly it. I'll say that later too. That's what angers you. Because first of all, we had experienced these family situations. Sorry for laughing, it was beautiful. Because Manuele would get nervous and wanted us to stay away from his wife. He'd say, "What are you doing? I'm talking to my wife. You shouldn't touch me." Get your hands off me. Manuele, very calm. Get in the car, sit in the car, and leave. My brother is coming. How nice. Can you get your hands off me? No one was attacking him. Guys, my mom is watching from backstage. Her face is green.
Because certain things just don't.
They're bad. But if you need to talk, come on live.
I heard this morning on the news that last night a couple went to sleep in a hotel in Vacaturo. And basically, he tried to suffocate her with a pillow. Keep in mind, I go out with a boyfriend. I'm convinced I'm going to have a peaceful time.
I get into trouble. No. I'm the one who gets into trouble. That's what I say later in the video.
You can't trust anyone anymore.
With a lady like that, I ended up in a state where my hands were shaking. I would have kicked that guy right in the face. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Just imagine if something like that happened with a family member. Oh my God, I can't handle it. That's the point. Because you don't joke around with situations like this. It's like when you talk about child abuse or similar things. I mean, for me, that's it.
It's a topic that has no end.
It's a topic, very good, that has no end. It's a heavy topic.
Do you want to take your hands off me?
Do you want to take your hands off me?
You're such an idiot, aren't you? Please don't touch me.
Kindly don't touch me.
But please, I'm talking to my wife.
Can you calm down? I mean, this is absurd, seriously.
I'm talking to my wife.
She wanted to leave, but he pulled her back while another man tried to separate them. It's hard to see because it's dark. He tried to pull his wife over, but the other man pushed his hand away, saying, "Get off, I'm talking to my wife." I said, "Wait a second now."
I'm talking to my wife?
Can you calm down, please?
Calm down about what?
Can you calm down, right?
The lady is scared and asking you for air.
Everyone is watching, rightfully so. No one stepped in. A kid had to step in. By the way, guys, a bar full of people in their 50s and 60s who witnessed the whole scene, and no one stepped in.
0-0, absolute disgust. The video is cut. We had already been there for 40-50 minutes.
And in fact, she said here, "I've already called my brother half an hour ago." Let's wait. There's a cut here. He comes back and asks, "Can I stay near my wife?" She didn't want that. That's the point. Or should I call the police? And here, understandably, my blood boils. Because, I mean, you want to call the police? Then call the police, call the police, call the police. Go ahead, call the police. So why are you acting like a fool? Well, excuse me, because then, understandably, you want to act like a fool, right? You say, "I'll call the police." But you're really not in a position to call the police. That's the point.
I can tell she's holding back, but when she moved, she cried.
Yes, because now she's here with people around. Something was happening. She was just for a moment.
But why don't we take him somewhere else?
Emanuele is angry, guys. You can't accept something like this.
The issue is the lady said, "Take me to a bar." I put her in the car.
So she ran off with you and he followed.
He was following her from Lydia Sibila, 5 beaches away.
So you took her from the beach and came here? Guys, wait, just to be clear, if you're from Naples, you know the La Cola coastline and the beaches. It's a bad area, especially at night. Nothing there, strong wind and no lights. She walked past 5 beaches on foot, and each beach, guys, is big. She walked 1.5 miles on foot. With this guy pulling her hair and slapping her, all of this was happening.
She screamed for help, but no one cared.
The worst thing is when, you see, you call for help and nobody helps you. That's terrible. Always help if you can help. I know that we're in a country where sometimes it's better to mind your own business, because you might end up in situations, but even just calling the police, trying to step in and call the authorities. In the end, as you can see, we did the same. The girl had an accident with the SH the other day. She could have gotten seriously hurt. Nothing happened. Fortunately, she just got a few bruises, but nothing serious. We called the ambulance. It took 2 or 3 minutes to answer the phone and another 2 or 3 minutes to arrive. If that person had been bleeding, it would have been serious. If you then put them in your car and maybe even want to do them a favor, no, never do that. A man in Agnano was riding a scooter, got cut off and was badly injured. This man who was behind, who had nothing to do with it, put him in his car and took him to the hospital.
He did something stupid.
Yes.
And you know why.
It has to be moved with the spiral.
No, he didn't mess up with this because the guy was saved. Fortunately, everything's fine. But the problem is that they're accusing him because there were no cameras in the area. There was nothing. There were no witnesses, and they claimed his car was undamaged. He insisted, "My car is fine. How could I have hit him?"
Then she called me, screaming. I went outside. I saw her. I said, "Are you okay?" "No, I'm scared. There's no one here."
Oh, but you did the right thing. You really did the right thing.
And he had foam at his mouth. I said, "Do you need a hand?" But I didn't say it to Alessandro. She asked if I wanted to take her to the bar, so I did.
Well, at least she's around people. It's different. Guys, he explained, he rightly said I'm small and so on, and I found myself with this guy foaming at the mouth. In this situation, she told me to take her to a bar because that way there were people and she felt calmer. And he rightly called for help. I mean, he called Manuele because he said, at least if something happens, we have our personal bodyguard. Manuele was behind Alessio on his motorcycle, and I was with Marco on another. The four of us went together.
I'll face him, but
This guy is a poor fool. I said it. This guy is a poor fool. Wow, my hands are shaking when I hear these things. Oh my. I said, my hands shake when these things happen out of anger and so on. And he said, I have 50 rounds in this helmet.
50 rounds loaded in his hands.
In my opinion, he was angry due to his looks. Guys, right now we're laughing and joking because things end up working out well. But how can you touch a woman?
We waited for about an hour and a half, maybe even 2. We spent quite a bit of time waiting for her brother.
Thank you, Mario, for subscribing. You're awesome. Welcome to the family.
Thank you, Mario.
Thank you, Mario, for subscribing. Let's wait for the brother and get out of these messes. They weren't answering here.
They didn't answer at all. The Carabinieri and the police. He wasn't there. There was a Guardia di Finanza checkpoint ahead, so I said, go call them. They arrived later.
Now the Guardia di Finanza is coming. Anyway, guys, what I said was this. I said, yes, let's stay here in person until this person is at least safe. I mean, someone comes, her brother comes to pick her up and so on. We were talking. Emanuele said, how do you see the situation? What do you think? And in the end, I said, let's get rid of all the drama. Also because, guys, we don't know, like I said before, we never know what could happen. And that's how it is in this town. Then they accuse you see, and then we end up being the ones in the wrong just for getting involved. Besides, so maybe sometimes if you can delegate it to someone else and make sure the other person is safe, maybe that's better. I mean, especially to the authorities who actually do that for a living. We're really at the end of our rope now.
Where did you find it?
Yes, it's all land and dark. Think about what a girl has to endure, especially a girl. A lady, is she 50 years old? Is she 40, 50? She could be my mother, in a place this dark, outside a bar right now. Look how dark it is. And you have to think that the whole street is really dark, where there are a lot of foreign people. I'm not being racist, but that's a rough area. Lots of things happen there and you always hear about it. It's a prostitution area, so even just a woman walking on foot, maybe, who knows, that's the kind of area it is. Just imagine how she must feel. Then with some idiot behind her, pulling her hair and hitting her. But seriously? We were waiting here. But come on, relax. We understood the situation. Right, well, he was just thanking us. He thanked your friend. He said, he thanks for the thing. Have a good evening. And here she says, thank you very much. Of course, I censored the voices and faces so that I could be legally safe and bring you the video. The voice sounds somewhat robotic.
Have a good evening.
Hey guys, Manuele called the finance police directly because we had to leave. I had cut that part out if you had told me, but you didn't tell me. Marco was there. I put my hands up. Marco was worried. He said, well, we have the exhaust without a tub killer, without a catalytic converter. We can start it in front of the finance police, but they'll stop us. Directly the finance police because we had to leave. And an hour passed while we were here waiting for the guy, his brother, and the lady, but they didn't arrive. Honestly, they were there. The finance police were here at the checkpoint. We called them and said, you handle this situation honestly, we're stepping out of it. Guys, never do something like this. Violence against women is unacceptable. Women should always be treated well, guys. I mean, if they're being annoying, tell them they're being annoying, but never lay a hand on them. I mean, he put his hands around her neck, grabbed her by the hair. Hey, do you understand what's going on? And guys, let me be clear, okay, because here we're talking about violence against women and so on. But the opposite isn't acceptable either, you know, when it comes to relationships or anything else, because even a woman who gets physical with her boyfriend shouldn't be accepted. You can't hit her, you have one of your friends or an acquaintance hit her. No, you can't do that. Cut, we're joking, of course, though. Guys, it's not acceptable in either situation, so I'm taking it lightly, guys, because it's a topic that affects all of us in particular. Some of these situations are really tough. There are people who have experienced them firsthand, and it's really bad. I mean, it could be my mom. I would eat you alive. I would eat you alive. May something like that never happen. Oh my God. I can't even imagine if it were my mom. My hands were shaking even for that lady who was a complete stranger. I really think I would have smashed his face in without even thinking for a second if he had done something like that to someone I know. As usual, the toll booth on Saturday. Ollie, don't go through. They've already seen and read the license plate. If you do, you'll get a letter at home. Who are you trying to fool?
You've been driving around with your license plate exposed until now.
I mean, driving the wrong way on the highway. Bless you. Do you have the euro? This is the usual toll booth. Fuck you. Damn ring road, and we still pay for it. Fuck you twice every time this happens. Guys, every time. The other morning we waited an hour and 15 minutes because they made us line up before. Everything at the toll booth, it got stuck back there. There was traffic. Nobody could turn back. There were cars behind. Anyway, I spent an hour and 15 just to pay at a toll booth. So I wanted to switch from an SH115 to an MT-09. Only stock is registered. I'm an idiot. Luca, I mean from a 125 to an MT-09. Only stock as per the registration. Did you even specify stock as per the registration? No, guys, no. The 09 is a bike you have to handle with kid gloves. Guys, Sunday dads on bikes. Get ready, guys. But what if I showed up and dads on bikes with scooters and we do a gag? A scooter gang. Guys, we're gonna have fun, huh? Get ready, because this is really going to be a great event. And at Dads on Bikes, you'll also have the chance to meet me in person if you haven't had it yet, guys. I think it's time to end the live stream, and I also gave this huge spoiler about the new bike. And you guys watching the video on YouTube, you don't know because you didn't see the live stream. You didn't subscribe to the channel. Let me remind you that you need to subscribe to the channel, guys. Support. And every time I say it, boom, there's a surge in subscriptions. So go check and see if you're subscribed to the channel. Besides that, go follow me on all my Instagram and TikTok profiles so you don't miss anything. Spoilers, because I post a lot of spoilers there that you might miss. And join the Monday night live streams, because as the guys in the chat can confirm and write it in the comments on YouTube too, guys, there are a lot of spoilers. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.